Hello and welcome back to Word from Your Mother. I have already put out a Celtic cross earlier today, and this is going to be Dude Tarot. This is the usual suspects setup with Dude cards. And I wanted to say right here, because the first thing I turned over was this, and I shuffled the shit out of all these cards. And this is what was on the bottom yesterday. This is what Donna was thinking about. Now, dude's aware of the same thing, bunch of lies, and dude's lying to maintain impartiality. And he has a time card here of autumn, and this is going to be a great release. He's going to be freed from all this sometime in the autumn by communication, a telephone communication, a deeply personal, and well, the earlier reading was unpleasant truths. There's going to be some stripping away of lies, and no amount of trying to remain impartial is going to save you from this. It's like you're telling yourself you're being a stand-up do-right dude. It's the right thing for the wrong reasons. So I don't know. And like I said, if I flip back and forth between Dude and Donna, I'm sorry. This is Dude Tarot. This is Donna's person on your mind. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles and perception. You think you have been misunderstood, or you've misunderstood something. You've misunderstood something that's plain to see. Hard at work. Isn't that enough? Isn't hard work enough? Oh, you got sucked down the white rabbit hole. A spark of curiosity. Gnosis, a spiritual awakening. It's time. Heeding the call. Research it, an inner knowing. Dark to light. Going down the rabbit hole. Waking from a dream. You misunderstood something, and now you're waking from the dream. Getting back on track. Hard at work. Oh. I knew something was not here. And we got Torch. Spiritual development. Enlightenment. Awareness and understanding. So you're involved in whatever sacrifice you've made or troubles you've been through has resulted in a growth, along with all the hardship. Along with all the hardship, with great effort comes character, and it's usually painful, and you seek to find a balance, because it's like all or nothing. You're trying to do it all, and you can't do it all. You need a balance. You need a peer, a counterpart, a counterweight, anyway. But you're carrying the torch. Would you want to share that torch? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding, because then you'd realize that they're just as unique as you are. And is that what you're really seeking? Balance as opposed to what? What about their balance? What about your counterweight's balance? Spark of curiosity, Gnosis, hard at work, devoted to your cause. You've seen the light in the darkness. You know the value, you know the value of worth, as funny as that seems. You have different perception about hard work now. Nobody's handing it to you, and it's all different now. You sure could use a hand. Hard at work. You're still in it for the adventure, but it's really been hard. It's like it has to be your way, but your way didn't work, and you still wanted it to be your way. And haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Yeah, it's you're trying to do it all here, and in trying to do it all, right, you think, well, I'm just having the best adventure of my life that I could have, right? And that's true. But you're also taking away other people's experiencing their own life, thinking their own thoughts. You're trying to do it all. You're trying to make the decisions for everybody, right? And it's not that you don't work hard, but I think you're a little self-impressed with yourself, and maybe you think entitled to not only offer what you see as help, but to force it upon another. It's got to be my way or the highway. And then we got the Lovers. Oh, is that why she's mad at you? Because you're a control freak? Yoga. You need to learn to meditate, and she's got to do it too, because she's fixing to blow a gasket, and you need to chill out. You know, she's gone to her private space to survive you. Contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balanced, relaxed, take a break, inner child, healing, meditate, time alone, balance, chakras, reflection, and wellness. I think she's ahead of you. I think you should follow her suit and get some peace. There's a 4, it's 11-11. You and her. Together, together. Oh, but it's killing you. You're in a bad place. What is all these lies? Did you do it to yourself? Who's lying to who here? Gossip. People talking. Are you smear campaigning? Somebody's smear campaigning? But when you chose not to get into the game, to say no, to remain detached, then they villainized you, and they're talking bad about you, and it's really hurting you. You're just astounded. Gossip. I mean, that's the best way to look at this, right? Because the other way is, why are you talking about someone you profess to care for? Your other half, your light, the light to your darkness. Well, maybe it's just your other half. Are you trapped in your darkness? Well, you should come into the light if you are, because it is killing you. And stop your evil ways. Stop it. Stop lying. Don't lie when you don't have to. Don't lie when you have to. Always just tell the truth. People really don't care. They're just waiting. They're only listening for the part where they talk again. So just tell the truth. Fuck it. A time limit of autumn. This is now, sometime within the next 6 to 9 months. A deep, penetrating, revealing conversation. All right. So you know your value. You think you're the bee's knees, and how could anybody refuse you? Well, you looked at, it looks different to you now. When you're relying on your work, right? When you have to rely, oh my God, what have I done? I think you're having some sort of enlightenment in, there's the Ace of Pentacles again there. Enlightenment in your own head about who you thought you were versus who you are, and what can be done about it. What's the true value? What's the true value here? And your perception of true value and your value has changed, because this is going from enlightenment to I don't know what here. I don't know what yet, but it's a big piece of humble pie. But that's okay, because once you know better, you do better. And this is you getting back on track. And next time around, your value will be more real than what you found that it wasn't here. You talk a good game, but you weren't able to back it up. But you've got you're going through a spiritual way. It's, once again, it could be a matter of divine timing, a spiritual awakening, you're heeding the call, listening to the call, and inner knowing, darkness to light. Yes. Waking from a dream. You suffered under some sort of self-delusionment, and realizing it was really bad, realizing that your talk was all talk and there was very little walk in it, and your perception about what is of real value has changed. Your values have changed, and as we do know better, we do better. Now you're alone. You've removed all this. You're focused. There's nothing to distract you now. You've removed that. Or, well, it looks like you took yourself out of it with the Hermit and the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles again. Okay, you're determined to teach yourself. You're determined to better yourself. Next time it'll be more real. It was awful to realize this. It was like a big ego death to realize that you weren't all that. But your perception has changed. See, I'm not picking it up. I'm reading the words. I'm reading the cards. Okay. And you have a deep knowing, because you was trying to do it all, because you had a deep knowing that you were out of balance, that this is not the right thing. The Knight of Pentacles, not right with the Knight of Pentacles, because you were doing it all. or you weren't doing anything. You're trying to do it all, but you're standing still, not doing nothing, thinking that that was balance, but really it was just stagnation. Oh, happy and smug with your single self. Well, for whatever I've missed here, and I do feel that I've missed something. If I pick up on it again, I'll come back. You feel fairly satisfied with the efforts that you've made, because you did carry the load. You did carry the weight. Seeking to find balance, you sought to do it for everybody. Well, your failure here is your inability to work with someone else. You're in it because it's your way or the highway. You want like two yous. That's like holding Dad's flashlight, okay? So you need to back it down a little bit. It wouldn't hurt you none, because you're not all that. You're really not. And what you are is diminished by your arrogance and stupidity. Yeah, I said it. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. It may be too late. Maybe the only thing that you can do with this lesson the lesson at this point is to learn from it. And in the future, we have Lovers and a Yoga. She's going to blow up a gasket on you. You're not ready for what's coming, my friend. They're going to talk you to death. There won't be a place in town you can go to. The cashiers at the Piggly Wiggly, you can hear them whispering. Yeah, they're talking about you. You're going to have to start again. You're going to have to start again. Take a deep breath. Centered. Go within. Be steady and balanced. Relax. Take a break. Get into healing and meditation, time alone, balanced chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. So maybe you're going to take a little break. Yeah, you're going to take a little break. The Fool, the World, and the Page of Wands. See, you're going to be speaking these truths soon. Because this is really just killing you. But somebody's going to go on a smear campaign. And it's going to... You break and they fake. But it's killing you. You can't fake it anymore. That's what it is. You can't fake this. You can't support their illusion anymore. They're going to have to deal with the reality. The Magician. This is kind of a... You'll be alright, but you're going to change the way things happen around here. Because you're the one that let that happen to begin with. And you're looking around right now too, going, how did I let myself get into this spot? How did I not see it? Oh, there's the devil, because you didn't want to see it. Maybe the sex was good, I don't know. But at this moment, you kind of strike me as naive or inept. Pick one. 9 of Pentacles. Lucky. You're lucky. You're both naive and inept. Well, there's a first time for everybody. And everybody has hard lessons to learn. But you'll never forget this, because this is who you used to be. And you became a liar to remain impartial. Trying to save one last morsel of the independence you used to have. Still, a liar is a liar, and we can't have that, because then nobody knows. Just speak the truth. That's the best thing you can do. All right. This is how you see yourself, dude. This is how dude sees himself. These are the emotions that dude swims in. He sees himself as the power and the magic. He may be some sort of an empath as well. You may be, dude. Are you an empath, dude? Do you do tarot? Leave it for me in the comments. Who does tarot? You also see yourself as the bee's knees here, because you're mystical as fuck. The Watcher, you see yourself as above and entitled. You do an animal apart. Donna is not your peer. She is one tier down. Companionship. You see her as a loyal dog, like a loyal dog. Release. You can't get rid of her. Can't get rid of this bitch. But you can't get nobody else either in it, so she's better than nobody, right? Let's keep moving. What we got here? Alright. Woo! Alright. What is it? 3 of Swords. Brokenhearted. Is that why you keep a distance? Is that why the current chick can't get in? Because you're brokenhearted and you put up walls and boundaries? The Sun. You see yourself as the wounded. Oh, you're in victim mode. You're martyring yourself. Come on, that's life's for the living, and this is not really living. That's you making a martyr out of yourself because somebody hurt you a long time ago. That's where you're still living. Oh, look, I got... Okay. 10 of Wands. It's a heavy burden. There you are taking all the... It takes 2, and you can't take all the blame. You just turn yourself into an eternal victim, and that's where you're stuck, in being a victim. Stuck in being a victim. Won't see that you can free yourself right here, 2 of Swords. Put up a wall. No talk, no see, no think, no evil. No accountability of your own part in it. You're just going to keep on with the party life and keep everybody... They can only get so close to you. You just want to drink from the cup of life, life's cup. You don't want to deal with... You don't want any closure. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to see it for what it is. You don't want to see yourself. Look here, you got... oh, look, this is the 2 of Swords, right? And he's kneeling on the 2 of Swords. He's took his face off. But then I realized he's wearing 2 faces. So there's... Am I going to be this person or am I going to be that person? Johnny Light or Johnny Dark? And you refuse to see that it's you that makes the choice. It's you that decides who you are. No one else. 10 of Swords, that's the horrible truth of it. The horrible truth of it is that you are exactly who you created. There's much wisdom in knowing that. In knowing that you've hurt yourself a little bit. Been through a lot of pain. You prevented yourself from picking either one of these faces by always victimizing yourself with the amount of shit you've been through. And I'm not... You've been through some shit, okay? But you identify with this victim instead of either one of these possibilities. It's not Johnny Light, it's not Johnny Dark, it's going to be a professional victim. You're not going... You're veering toward the dark. And you need to get a grip on it. Because as soon as you improve yourself, you're going to find yourself, you're going to meet somebody that is going to soothe all your ills and love you. But you got to step forward into that. You have to allow yourself to receive it. Then we have the Little Prince. The Hanged Man, there's your lesson. What is the lesson? The lesson to learn. The Devil. The lesson is to choose the light. Resist the devil, choose the light. Let it be over between you and this toxic environment or relationship. Your connection to the devil, release it. You have to let it go. The wheel, do something different. You're going to do something different. Here's a wheel, here's a wheel, here's a wheel. There's a whole bunch of wheels. But you're lying. What's the lies? I have to ask. Nine of Wands. You're resisting it. You want something different. Look, there's an exhausted elephant there. You resist her knowledge. You resist her wisdom. You don't want to hear it. Seven of Swords. There's the lies. You're lying to yourself. Because it was her ideas and not yours. You're resisting against her. You're kicking a hornet's nest here. Oh, yeah. And I believe you better get to running. These lies that you're tolerating or that you're speaking is going to be what ends this relationship. Knight of Wands. You want to, it's all like, look at me, look at me, look at me. But you could probably take your ego down a peg. I don't want to look at you. Alright. Show me advice from the Black Rider. We'll take this one. Ooh, alright. Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Who are you going to pour into? Yourself, or are you going to flame wand? This is the choice you have. You can choose yourself as the Ace of Wands, or you can choose the boulder in the stream, the Knight of Pentacles. That's your choice. Which one are you going to give to? Nine of Pentacles. You're going to drink it yourself. Yep, you're going to choose you. Neither one of them saw this coming. Didn't I say something about... I don't remember. It's been too long. But anyway, you're going to cut everybody off. Four of Pentacles. You're not going to offer your cup to either one of them. Because of all these lies. This is the third one on the table. The Seven of Swords. Wait a minute. I was in Donna. Okay, I have to... Just let me look at it. Well, are you going to flame on and choose you? Or are you going to continue to entertain these obstacles? And you choose you. It's clear the choice is you. So the obstacles got to go, and you're going to remove their enticement to stay. You're going to cut them off because of all these lies. They're just boulders in your stream, and you're onto them now. They betrayed you once, and you're breaking contact with them now because to do otherwise is for you to betray yourself. But there's help there that you feel unable to ask for, and you've made lots of your own bad choices. But in defense of you, you have tried to carry everything, and you ain't no half-asser either. And you took yourself to a bad place. With the devil, pride. Your devil is pride. Work on your own feelings of self-worth. You do have value. You have tons of value. You are far from useless, worthless. Do you feel that way? Far below, you're your harshest critic. Forgive yourself. Okay, now we're going to have the last word, a summary from Mother. Page of Swords. Oh, dude's having his own what the fuck moment. Oh, dude is also out of time. The lesson comes to an end. Watch today's earlier reading and yesterday. Up. Game's over. Time's up. What have we learned? Have we learned enough to move on? Are we going to be graduated? Or go around again? Guilt. You know, really in the end, you're the one that judge yourself. Is your heart as light as a feather? What are you guilty of? Working your ass off? You're guilty of putting your best foot forward, and maybe you embellished it a little too much, but hey, don't we all? Maybe you have regrets and a newfound capacity for humility, and maybe your idea of what you really wanted has also changed, and the things that were amazingly important to you aren't anymore, because your perception, it's all about value and how, in your inner value, how you see yourself. But you've always been hard at work. You ain't no half-asser, and you always carried more than your share for you and her, and it killed you. There may be a smear campaign, but you're just trying to find balance, trying to claw your way back out of that rabbit hole, and you need to withdraw from society to do it so that you can get clear on your new perception. And you feel guilty, okay? You also feel guilty about seeing, you know, there's your what the fuck moment, right? Hey! And you feel guilty for seeing it, for even becoming aware of it. It's like a betrayal to become aware of to acknowledge their lie, whether or not they do. And the lesson here could also be letting go, knowing when to let go, and you feel like letting go is a betrayal. But you can't thrive in this chaos. You seek your own abundance. You have an abundant nature that's being sapped. I don't know where this came from, but we're going to look at it. Ooh, your heart's broke. And you're full of worry and anxiety. Worry, fear, anxiety, irritating, calming, soothing, boring, passing time, upset, unease, needs, care, fretful, ritual, repetitive. You're stuck. You're circling the drain. Worrying. How can I save this? Regrets. You were happier before all this. You regret letting your heart be broken. And what was this? By autumn. It's coming on soon. A communication. A communication about these lies hurt you really bad. People are gossiping about you. It's just time to keep on. Go no contact if you can. That's what I do. Because it hurts you. And you need to give yourself a break so that you don't stop thinking about this. Stop living there. It's in the past. You're dwelling there. You don't answer to anybody now. Pull those swords out of your heart. Pull them out. Don't feel guilty. A hard lesson for everybody. You need to have a little humble pie. You've made some rash decisions in the past, and your return could have been greater had you taken more care of your seeds that you planted. Had you tended more to your own growth, you would have had more, and not left it to everybody else. A big hit, but not beyond recovery. Perception changes, and you learn from it. Your value changes too, when you see the true worth of what, and also what doesn't. I can't talk. Your perception of the things that you value change. Yeah, you're gonna climb up out of that rabbit hole. A good dose of reality is gonna hit you. And you're going to experience some karma right now, is that you will reap what you have sown. Try to learn from it. That's all you can really do. Learn from it so you don't have to repeat it. Because you're hard at work. You ain't no half-asser. But in the end, you've been sabotaging yourself. But as we learn better, we do better. And then we get us a spirit animal here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Seems like I had a flipper in there. Ant, perseverance. But look, you're sticking. You're creating your own vicious cycle. Let go of it. Concede. Change it. This is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so impetuous. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. And leadership in the form of a cougar. You have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purposes and define where you are heading. I feel like this has all been delightfully vague. Spirit, I want to bug you with one more thing before we go. And I want you to show me the truth of the Ace of Pentacles. And what changed. Show me the perception change about the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me what else I need to know. Ah, the Knight of Wands. The Hermit. The Eight of Swords. The Star. The Three of Wands. And a broken heart. Okay, the truth about the perception change about the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands, the Hermit. You isolated yourself for and imprisoned yourself for the betterment of this Knight of Wands, so that this new idea, this impulsive action, this flaming and arrogant, young, opinionated, hard-headed, my way or the highway young person, and this arrogant, opinionated, my way or the highway young person. So you put them together, and then you remove yourself, and you erased a good part of yourself, and so that these two could work it out. Because you thought you were doing the best thing for everyone's future, but it resulted in you having a broken heart. Judgment. Ace of Pentacles wants another chance, but it's the same old dance. Okay. Like I said, I know I'm jumping back and forth between gender and the sentence, but this is Dude Tarot. It's time to let go, dude. The lesson is over. Free yourself. Judge yourself free. End this. They are talking about you. Alright, see you later. Wow.